So in this part of the session, I will show you how to use LinkedIn for your visibility and building your academic networks, but also for helping SORTEE to grow. So LinkedIn is a global platform, which is basically a professional network. It's not strictly a social platform. It has over 1 billion members and users worldwide. And it offers free basic accounts and more advanced paid accounts. And those accounts are both for personal use for individuals, but also for organizations. And actually, most people, LinkedIn is just for looking for jobs or finding employees, but it also can be used in academia. And it's actually becoming increasingly popular after a decline of some social network platforms. So many academics are turning to LinkedIn to create their collaboration networks and also for advertising their work and having scientific discussions as well. So this is my profile, and I have a paid premium profile, which has a little bit more useful features than a basic free one, but it allowed me to grow my personal network a lot. I can follow other people and organizations, but I also invite people to connect to my account, to my profile. So those are my personal connections, and I have over 6,000 of them right now. So, for example, this person is my first degree connection. So she's directly connected to my profile. And I can message her, I can invite her to follow SORTEE. And she has many other connections, her personal network. And among those people is another person, which is also a biologist. And she has her own connections, and so on and so on. So those are first, second, third degree connections within my network. So I can take advantage of this network to find people who I want to communicate with, and also who are potential people who can be interested in what SORTEE is doing, and they can benefit from it. So this is SORTEE's account. SORTEE has an organizational account, and SORTEE has followers rather than connections as an organization. And followers receive social posts that are prepared by our media committee. So, for example, this is an ad about our conference. And people can react to those posts, for example, like them, they can comment on them, and they also can repost them to their own personal networks to spread the information across whole LinkedIn platform, hopefully. And so this way, SORTEE gets more visibility. If you don't have an account yet, you can join for free. You will get a basic account, which has limitations, but it's good enough to grow your personal network slowly, and also to inform people about what's happening in your work, but also what SORTEE is doing. So once you have your account, you can find and follow SORTEE profile. And for example, the easiest way is simply to type SORTEE in the search box, and then it will most likely find our page. There will be a follow button, and once you press on it, you will have this tick and it will show that you are following. Then you can send messages to SORTEE, and also you will get notifications about SORTEE posts. So you can build your network in many ways. For example, you can search for names of people that you know, like your colleague or friends, or you can use general keywords, for example, from your discipline. I use quite often ecology or evolutionary biology. But I also look for people who are interested in ornithology, entomology, botany. Why not? Those are all interesting people doing valuable science in biology. So once you find people that seem to be relevant, you can connect to them. There's usually this connect button. And you can also send personal messages via this network. For example, to invite people to SORTEE events. So this is an example of Alexa. She wasn't in my network yet, so she was my second degree connection. And you can see there's a connect button displayed here, which means I can connect to her. And also it actually allows me to send messages because I'm in a paid account. Normally, if you are in free one, you can only send messages to people who approved connections to be connected to you. So our today's mission is really to reach out and invite diverse group of people from global science to follow join SORTEE or our events. However, we have one big problem. SORTEE is suffering from one of the typical biases still that people from Western English-speaking countries are overrepresented. And same bias is on LinkedIn. If you look carefully at the profiles there, quite often you will see this type of bias, but also other types of biases. So we need to be careful because we don't want to exacerbate biases. We want to reduce them. So the solution is to actively search and connect with people who are from underrepresented and marginalized groups in global science. For example, for people from low and medium income countries, non-English speaking countries, and other types of identities. So we will ignore some people but they will still find SORTEE, don't worry. So searching, this is an example of searching using keywords, evolution, and postdoc. So I'm looking for people who already have PhD and are related to evolutionary biology, hopefully. And below, those are the people suggested. But you can see there's connect button to some of them already. If I see that like this is potentially person that could be interested, and I can just press that button and create new connection. If you search for a specific person, but you cannot see them in the top 3 results, if you have a free account, because it will not show you more results, the trick is to use Google and use the word LinkedIn and name of the person as keywords in your Google search. And quite often this will bring up the direct link to this person's personal page on LinkedIn. So it's a nice shortcut. If it doesn't show up, maybe that person doesn't have a LinkedIn account yet. The other trick is actually to use languages other than English in your searches, especially if you are looking for people from countries where English is not the most common language. And then you can additionally use filters that are here on top. So I use people filter because I look for people, not for job institutions and events. I also use the filters that are degrees of connection, and first degree of connection, those are people already in my direct network. So I usually just set for people who are not, which means 2 and 3+. So 3 is third degree and further. There is also location filter. So in this case, I was searching specifically for people from Colombia as an example. And so those are people mostly from Colombia, or they have something about Colombia in their profiles. Or they used, for example, they used to work there. So if there is no connect button on the right, or I'm not sure whether this person is one of the people I would like to connect with, you can press on the photo or the name to open their full profile, which usually contains many more details like the current and former places of work, details of their education and research interests, sometimes some examples of publication, and so on. So the questions I usually ask during this process is whether this person could be interested in SORTEE and SORTEE activities. And the other important question is, are they from a diverse background in global science? If not, I usually skip them and don't invite them to my personal network. So LinkedIn has also automatic suggestions. Usually for free accounts, those are top 3 shown on the right side of your window. So here are the 3 one. You can see they are all men, which also it's one of the biases, but it's very common in social networks, including LinkedIn. And also you can use my network window in your account, which specifically you can go to manage my network and grow tab, and then it shows suggestions here below. There are several windows. They are grouped by type of suggestion. One of them is your location. So again, watch out for biases. For example, I get lots of suggestions for people from Australia, but SORTEE has lots of people from Australia already. And also senior researchers are also highlighted more, suggested more by LinkedIn. I try to look for early career researchers actively. So if you are into using LinkedIn, you can like our post, you can comment on them, and you can repost them, because then they will go to your connections and followers. So those are the buttons under the post. And if you want to do more, you can become one of the admins of SORTEE account, which means you will be able to invite your personal network members to SORTEE, to become followers on LinkedIn. And also beyond LinkedIn, you can join SORTEE committees such as Media Committee and Member Engagement Committee to help preparing the social media posts and across platforms. So in that case, message me, find me on LinkedIn, get in touch. Other resources I can recommend, those are general LinkedIn help with more tricks and advice, and also specifically for using LinkedIn in academia. So we can move on to the next part, potentially some demonstration, or just go and try using LinkedIn. Thank you.